Right, hello guys. I apologise in advance. I don't have any fancy props or anything like that, but I will speak from the heart, so bear with me and I'll give you everything I've got. So anyway, it's been a rather long time for me coming to be able to deliver these plans, because actually it was back in my fresher year, the end of 2011-2012, that I decided I was going to run for VP Sport, or at the time Athletic Union President, which was a long time ago, yeah, I know. And I calculated that earlier today, and that's about 42 months I've had to plan my strategic goals for this year, so I hope in the next 3 minutes I can give you a fairly good indicator of what I want to do. But anyway, so my three key aims are, firstly, to drive change towards the long-term sustainability and development of the Athletic Union, to grow the number and level of opportunities available throughout Loughborough sport and structure, and to re-evaluate and implement a student-led strategic model for student sport at Loughborough. So, how do I do all that? Well, firstly, we need to be sustainable. Butts costs rise on average by 5% every year. Clubs run into debt, relying on us to wipe their costs, and currently the small grant pot we have available goes towards ensuring clubs are functional rather than helping them to progress. My aim is to implement a new strategy for the Athletic Union, adaptable and accepting of the differences that exist within clubs, and highlighting the areas that are key drivers for competitive sport amongst our students. This hinges on two components. The first is a change in focus towards club development, and the second is a realignment of the Athletic Union's financial policy. This year, club development has become a focus for us internally, but the real work through this is raising awareness amongst our students. Through a number of training sessions and workshops, we are beginning to achieve this, and I have no doubt some of the positive results that will be realised in the coming years will be down to these. Financially, my aim is to create a mid-term plan to make every club self-sustaining, giving us the opportunity to offer both time and financial support to those we deem most in need of development. This, as I'm sure you can imagine, is no easy or quick fix, and fundamental to this effort is the opportunity to find external funding. This year, I've set in place an alumni and supporters club fund based on small philanthropic donations on a monthly basis that are retained and grown year on year as a source of generating capital. Additionally, behind the scenes, we have made great strides in the last few months around the control of sponsorships, which is a university-wide issue. While some authority given back to the clubs after years of central control, my aim is now to empower our clubs to use the skills gained from the workshops we are preparing to deliver to seek their own sponsorships to help sustain and develop their own clubs. Secondly, my plans are to grow the level of opportunities to students. This takes many faces, but is key to developing a stronger community feel to Loughborough sport, partly through spectatorship and raising awareness of competitive activity on campus, partly through a huge focus that this year will be placed on student development. With more workshops, training sessions, guest speakers, mentor systems and more opportunities for leading sports volunteers to take responsibility for key components of the student sporting offer than ever before, we are offering exceptional opportunities outside of just playing sport. My aim is to re-evaluate and implement a strategic student-led model to student sport at Loughborough. This initiated with the introduction of a new leading body of student sport called the Student Sport Senate. Comprising of the heads of sections across 6 of our major programme strands, this offers the first opportunity for students to meaningfully discuss and evaluate the whole student offer, becoming a voice for students across the sporting spectrum and creating a real powerful body to state student views to the senior figures at the university. Additionally, we have re-evaluated the pathway through Loughborough Sport and will for the first time be holding mid-season trials for leading IMS players to enable them to progress into the Athletic Union in the current academic year, if so desired. Piloting this scheme round, we've selected 2 sports, football and rugby, which we deem as the most in need for this opportunity in its initial year. Above and beyond this, I have one final aim which I wish to address, which I see as fundamental to my role. I'm in no doubt that VP Sport has the most operational time demands of any position on the executive. And in my opinion, the role has become too big for one sabbatical officer. The Athletic Union is on its own the single biggest section in the union, and along with this, the role is now expected to take an active involvement in 5 other sections of Loughborough Sport as well. Given that IMS is arguably the biggest section within halls also, that is some ask. The answer to this is not simple, but needs to be addressed and will certainly be something that I will drive in the coming months. Thank you for your time. I look forward to any questions.